let's now move to the next stage, known as the calculative stage. And at this stage, the model marks a significant shift in the organization's approach to safety. And at this stage, safety management becomes more systematic and structured, with formalized processes and systems to identify and manage risk, while organizations in the calculative stage still focus on addressing safety concerns through establishment of safety protocols and rules. The emphasis is now on using data, metrics, and calculations to make informed decisions. So this stage is characterized by a more organized approach to safety, where risk management is no longer purely reactive, but based on a more methodological data-driven strategy. So in this stage, the organization also has developed a comprehensive safety management system that is both proactive and reactive. And there is a formal approach to risk assessment, hazard identification, and safety reporting, as well as safety-related actions are also based on quantifiable data, such as incident rates, audit results, and safety performance indicators. The focus is on ensuring compliance with safety regulations and standards, as well as tracking and improving safety performance through measurable goals. So at this stage, some of the characteristics that can be also discussed here is that there is formal safety management system, because in the calculative stage, the organization has implemented a formal safety management system, that is SMS, that includes structured safety policies, procedures, risk assessment, and safety audits. So these systems are intended to ensure consistent safety practices across the organization and to mitigate risk before incidents occur. So the safety system is well documented at this stage, with clear safety protocols in place, which may also include procedures for hazard identification and risk assessment, accident investigations, and safety audit. Then another characteristic that can be also discussed here is risk assessment and then hazard identification, in a sense that safety risks at this stage are systematically assessed in the calculative stage using formal methodologies such as risk metrics, fault tree analysis, or hazard analysis. So these assessments are regularly updated to reflect changes in the operational environment, equipment, or processes. So the organization conducts hazard identification exercises where employees and safety teams work together to identify potential risk in the workplace. So these risks are prioritized, and mitigation strategies are also developed and implemented accordingly. So that is that. On the calculative stage, let's now move to the next stage, known as the proactive stage in the Hudson's safety culture model. So the proactive stage in this model represents an advanced level of safety management where an organization has moved beyond compliance and reactive safety measures. So at this stage, Safety is seen as an integral part of the organization's culture, and efforts are also focused on preventing incidents through proactive measures, continuous improvement, and innovations. So organizations at this stage not only manage safety risk effectively, but also anticipate potential hazards before they materialize, with a strong focus on long-term safety and health outcomes. So the safety culture at this stage is deeply embedded in daily operations and decision-making processes across all levels of the organizations to encouraged. Now let's move to the last stage, known as the generative stage. So the generative stage in this model represents the highest level of safety maturity within an organization. At this stage, safety is not just a priority or a focus, but an intrinsic part of the organization's culture, deeply embedded in every process, decision, and actions. It is characterized by an ongoing commitment to continuous safety improvements, innovations, and the development of a proactive collective responsibility for safety. So in organizations at the generative stage, safety is seen as an evolving and dynamic process rather than a phased goal. And all members of the organizations are actively involved in the creation, maintenance, and enhancement of the safety practices. So I have explained the pathological stage, and I said that at this level, safety is not seen as a priority. It is seen as a burden or unnecessary cost. And management also focuses on productivity and profit, often at the expense of the safety, and accidents are blamed on the workers rather than the systemic issues. So the mindset of the workers is always that who cares as long as we are not caught. An example is that a mining operation neglects maintenance of safety equipment to save costs, resulting in frequent accidents. This is a critical. Then at a reactive stage too, I also laid emphasis that safety measures are implemented only after incident occurs, and management addresses safety issues reactively rather than proactively. Limited systems and processes for hazard identification and risk management are also available. So at this stage, the mindset of the workers is that safety is important, but we only act when something goes wrong. An example is that after a rockfall incident, a company introduces temporal ground support measures, but does not implement long-term solutions. Then at the calculative stage too, I also said that formal safety systems and processes are set in place, driven by compliance with regulations. And at this stage, safety is managed systematically, but it remains management driven, and employees also follow procedures, but may not fully understand their purpose. So the mindset of the employees here is that we have systems in place to manage safety. That's the mindset. So a clear example is a construction company establishes safety checklists and protocols, but does not even actively involve workers in their development or implementation stage. Then on the proactive stage, I also said that safety is viewed as a core organizational value. Management and employees actively identify and mitigate risk before incident occurs. And workers also feel empowered to report hazards and contribute to safety initiatives. But the mindset of the workers is that, or the employees, that we work on problems that we still haven't even had. So a chemical plant, conduct regular safety audits and implement advanced training programs for workers to anticipate and prevent potential hazard. This is a practical example. And then with the generative stage, I said that safety is fully integrated into organizational culture and operations and all that. And there is continuous learning and innovations in safety practices. And everyone in the organization also shares responsibility for safety with high degree of trust and collaboration. And the mindset here is that safety is how we do business. And a clear example is an energy company uses, predictive analytics to identify and address, potential safety risk before they materialize, with full participation from all employees. So benefits are that there is an improved safety outcomes, which reduces incident and near misses by fostering proactive risk management. And then it's also enhance the employee engagement by empowering workers to actively participate in safety initiatives. And then leadership development, which also encourages leaders to prioritize safety and model positive behaviors. And then regulatory compliance, which also helps organizations to meet and exceed safety standards. Then lastly is sustainability, which also embeds safety into organizational culture, which ensures long-term sustainable resilience in that particular environment.